has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. The atmosphere here, electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the New Orleans Saints. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
This is Alvin Kamara. He is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down.
2nd and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of
a good pickup there, 26 yards.
Saints, 1st down.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brought down by Nevin Lawson. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Shotgun now for Breeze. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Maurice Hurst in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on 4th down. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
First carry for Raheem Mostert.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Mostert, the ball carrier. Cameron Jordan made the tackle. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second.
From the 17, Carr.
17-yard line.
Got his man, that's Tyrell Williams. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up third.
Hard to throw on 3rd and 1. He's got it. It's Williams. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
Las Vegas. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's Carr.
26-yard line.
And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
From the 44, Carr, deep ball for Goodwin. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead.
for the point after.
They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
And while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
Do you think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
At the 31-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
A gain of
16 yards, a first down.
New Orleans.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 2nd down and 4, Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense. From
the gun on 3rd down, Breeze. Got him in. He finds Sanders. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. Two veterans breezed to Sanders there for a Saints first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Alvin Kamara hit the NFL with a bang, had double-digit touchdowns in his first 2 seasons. Now, production fell off a little bit last year. Just 6 times did he find the end zone. But his ability to run it and catch it out of the backfield makes him hard to cover. Look for a bounce-back season in 2020.
On first down, Breeze. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. They'll run it with Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. A gain of 6 there on first. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Here's Carr. Deep ball for Goodwin. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marquise Goodwin with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Saints 7. Daniel Carlson.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. On the return, Deontay Harris. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
Gain of 16 yards.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. On 1st and 10. Here's Breeze. Full left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They fake the give. Here's Breeze. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 20-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. A 10th carry for Kamara. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety? Coming up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Nevin Lawson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
On 1st down, Carr. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
On 2nd down, now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the 1st down. A nice 1st down pickup on a gain of 6. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. It's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler.
By the Saints. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Alvin Kamara.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Breeze.
Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. The final shot before half for Breeze. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Taken in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because
this is caught at the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And their halftime hold now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Looking here for Smith downfield. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Traquan Smith, 55 yards. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Raiders 21, Saints 14.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fielded in the end zone. And no return forthcoming for Richard as this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over.
And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan so tough to block as he gets in there to record the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Shotgun now for Carr. And boy, that one drops pass incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They do go for it. It's Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
48-yard line.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 35. Once he broke through that first wave of defenders, there was a pretty big gap there for him to run.
And it helps that they were in a dime defense. That's 6 defensive backs. So this is why a lot of teams now are searching for those linebacker safety combo type guys who can add a little bit more size on the defensive side of the ball, but can still run as well, because when you run against 6 DBs with some bigger offensive linemen, you often get this result.
2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Breeze. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? Here's Breeze. That's caught. It's Sanders for the Saints touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. The throw complete here to Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Not much there, only a yard.
2nd and 9.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They hand it off to Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Raheem Mostert.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4. It's now 2nd and 6.
on the handoff. This is Mostert. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's good.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now they'll throw with Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Here's Mostert. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And there's Carr. It's Ruggs. Touchdown Vegas. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have moved out in front. And partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
On the play. And the Saints 1st down.
Again, this is Kamara. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Raekwon McMillan. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. 3rd and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. And that is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. The Saints do snap it. It's Breeze. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 52 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. It's a big play there for Vegas. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
Number 31.
Tackle there by Alex Anzalone. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. This game, it's been defensively oriented on both sides, so I guess it stands to reason that the play of the game comes on defense.
So it's my kind of game. You know that.
That's
Anytime
right.
we have
That's
a
right.
defensive battle, but that, as you said, it stands to reason that's the way the game tilted. Someone had to make a big play, and the way the defenses were dominating, that's exactly what we got.
Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Here's Hill now after the interception. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick six, and then the two-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That's good for Las Vegas. First and 10.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a first and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. This is Mostert. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Mostert. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Flushed out right. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Mostert. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Sheldon Rankins making the stop, and he continues to get better and better after battling injuries earlier in his career. A former first-round pick for the Saints out of Louisville in 2016.
Man open, it's Goodwin. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. Throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense, but when you add to it, you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter. Got to feel pretty good as a defense.
To throw. Reception here by Ruggs. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Card to the rookie Ruggs for a Raider first. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And now third and goal following incompletions on first and second down. Back to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down one is tempted to go for two. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans though holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
31-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
And this is going to be intercepted. The rookie David Arnett picks it. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at the 33-yard line.
What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. They'll spot it at the 40. It's a 50-yard kick for the win. And he got it. He splits the uprights from 50 yards out. And this home crowd is in a frenzy as their guys have pulled it out in the end. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Las Vegas, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.